Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to show you the new Happy Rexmas die set, which is my favorite, I think, from this release. I have a son, so I grew well, not I grew up, he grew up with dinosaurs, so I had to learn to like them. I had to learn to know them. And I don't know, at some point, if you're a boy's mom, of course, girls can like them as well. That is not my point. But certainly, if you are a boy's mom, then you know what I'm talking about. And at some point, you really like them and you want to give your kid all the dinosaurs. And of course, at this age, he's already 15, he's not gonna care, I don't think. But last year I forgot, I'll be honest. I already was planning to create one. And yeah, this year it's time. I don't think he saw it yet, but I don't know if he's gonna care. But I wanted to do it anyway, because I'm sure there are many of you that have smaller children, so maybe they appreciate it. So it has some small pieces, which I'm showing you here how to put together. It's not difficult, but I mean, they are small. So you will need tweezers or something, some kind of pickup tool to add those pieces. And as you can see, I'm again using 2 layers of everything to make everything sturdy. So if you ask why my dinosaur has the head towards the back, the reason is actually very simple. Because if the head is in the other direction, then it's walking off the card and there's no space for it, actually. So in the end, the way I figured is that he's shouting to the back, and the sentiment is designed in a way that like from a megaphone it's coming out, if that makes sense. You will see that in a second. And yeah, so the way I put this together, I'm adding some foam tape to the head, and then I'm also going to add some light strands to that Christmas tree. And yeah, he's a funny looking fella for sure, but I hope it brings smile to some kids, or colorful and funny. You will see that there are some a few different lengths of these light strands, but obviously you can trim them off as well. I did not. I did create them longer than necessary, just so that you can place them in different ways, but I did not trim them off. I like that look. And then I created a bunch of these lights in various colors, so that he looks really colorful. And I did show, but I did not have time to mention the claws. Well, they are not super menacing, but the dies are very small, so it's very difficult to create that from a piece of metal. They cannot etch everything. So in the end, what I did there, I created 2 layers, right? So I glued that little piece in between the 2 layers so that they will not move anywhere. But I thought it was still a nice little detail without the claws. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a bit funny. And now I'm adding some foam tape. Again, it's not very thick, I think maybe 2 millimeters, just to add it a little bit of lift. And then on the head, I needed a bit more than that. And there's also these stars, which I actually but you can add it here like I did to the light strand, but also as the tree topper, but I put the head on in a way that you cannot see that. And that actually gave me another idea as I was creating these cards, which I will show you later. So I created 2 of these dinosaurs, and then I wanted to go with 2 looks. I actually really like that other look for the Happy Rexmas, the negative piece. But in the end, I went with the ho 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 I had left from last year. That is from the Something Christmassy die set. So that doesn't come with this. And for the background, I used the Pierce Christmas background. That's a 5x7" cover plate. I trimmed it down to slightly smaller than A2 size. And on this one, I'm going to use the Happy Rexmas just the way I first imagined. And so not the negative piece, but the letters. And again, I use the same dye for the background, just a really dark green cardstock. And I'm going to use the negative piece to help me, to help guide me with the letters. I think you could eyeball this, but I found it easier, but maybe you don't have to think about it. I'm always watching something while I'm crafting, and very often I'm distracted, so these things make it easier for me to, or allow me to be distracted, kind of like a mindless task, because if I eyeball something, I have to kind of really focus on what I'm doing, you know what I mean. I don't know, maybe it makes no sense. So that is how I imagined that set. Now, I pulled out this die. Actually, I did not. I already had this die cut because I wanted to use this on my cat cards. So I die cut a lot of these snowflakes from that Cat in a Mug die set, and I did not use them. So I am creating a third card here only with the little trees, and I created 3 different green trees, all have a Santa hat, and I'm creating a background now with these. And look at this, it's exactly the right amount of snowflakes, and I did not plan this at all. I ended up with a 5x7" card for this one, and this was just a partial, so it was not a 5x7 panel, because I wanted my sentiment to be below this. I needed space for that. And so I cut a piece. I don't remember how big it was, but basically big enough for my 3 trees to fit on there. You will see that. And I just spaced out. I did not measure anything here. This I really just eyeballed. I spaced them out kind of evenly, and then glued them down. And this is what I meant. I want my sentiment below that panel. So I will glue this onto the 5x7 base. And here are my 3 different green trees. And I made sure that my Santa hats are not arranged the same way. I don't like that kind of repetition, if that makes sense. They have to be a little bit different. And I also made sure that my lights are not the same color everywhere. So I had the Happy New Year die cut on hand. So, but if you are interested how I put these together, this is the Something Christmassy die set, but it's the same font as the For You set, for example. In one of the videos, I think in the Christmas Village one, I show how I put those together. And here you have the cards. I hope you like this set as much as I do. Check out all the other products as well that are available today in the shop. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.